Hello guys, so today I will be talking about my lesson plan, and as you can see my lesson plan is crafting a strong paragraph. So I'll be going down the line showing you and talking about the lesson plan in itself. So an overview, so I'll be having 20 5th grade students with a range of learning styles and writing skill levels as a target audience for the lesson plan. A combination of whole group education, small group cooperation, and individualized instructor support is made possible by the manageable class size. So I guess you can say 20 is not too big, not too little. I think nowadays, from what I've witnessed and from the classes I've been in, I've noticed that classes can range between the 25 up to like 35. So kind of big classes. And being able to manage those classes can be quite difficult. So 20 I feel like is a pretty good number. So going over the overview, I'll be teaching 5th grade students how to create a powerful, coherent paragraph as the main goal of this 7-day program. So it'll be a week. The main sentence, supporting facts, and conclusion sentence are the 3 basic paragraph writing elements that are covered throughout the lessons. After recognizing these elements, students will develop, edit, and present their own paragraphs. Student will have gained confidence and proficiency in crafting coherent, well-structured paragraphs that successfully convey their thoughts at the end of the unit. So basically this will get them, thinking of ideas they want to talk about or want to, I guess you can say, blurt out to the world. And yeah, so going on to the standards, the TEKS. So compose a variety of written text using clear ideas, precise word choice, and a logical sequence. Revise drafts for coherence, organization, and voice. Listen actively and ask relevant questions to clarify content. So what are going to be the objectives for this lesson? We're going to be able to identify the components of a paragraph, which is going to be the topic sentence, supporting details, and the concluding sentence. We're going to be able to write a clear topic sentence that conveys the main idea. We're going to be able to develop supporting details to elaborate on a topic. And we're going to be able to craft a concluding sentence that wraps up their paragraph. So basically, these are the steps to creating a coherent paragraph. And we're also going to be able to revise the paragraph to improve coherence and clarity. Basically, all of this is just to make a coherent, strong paragraph that makes sense, to be honest. From beginning, middle, and end, everything has to make sense. All right, so the anticipatory set. So the activity I came about is display a scrambled paragraph on the board. So the sentences are going to be out of order. And I'm going to ask the students, does this paragraph make sense? Why or why not? That is going to get them thinking and seeing basically how paragraphs work in general, seeing how sometimes people just blurt out ideas and not necessarily make sense or are coherent. So basically, you kind of have to put the puzzle together in a sense. So basically, I'll be able to guide the students to recognize the importance of paragraph structure in making writing clear and effective. Basically, stating their main idea, what is it about, and concluding it. And that's going to be the day 1, basically. I guess you can say the introduction to that. Now, as we go on to day 2, it's going to be writing a strong topic sentence. So we're going to do the SWBAT, write a clear topic sentence. We're going to explain that the topic sentence tells the reader what the paragraph is about. And we're going to write sample topic sentence on various subjects. And it'll just be like basic ideas, maybe talk about like your favorite pet, maybe your favorite movie, stuff like that. Something simple that students can relate to. And students will work in pairs to create topic sentences for given prompts. Like I said, the prompts will range from talking about the most simple things, could be their pets, favorite movies, favorite toys even, just something simple that they can, be able to understand and write about. On day 3, we're going to be developing supporting details. The objective, SWBAT, we're going to generate 3 supporting details for a topic sentence. And we're going to teach students how to expand their ideas with details, examples, or facts. And we're going to use a topic sense and brainstorm supporting details as a class. So basically, let's say the prompt, the topic sentence is about their pet, their favorite pet, and it's a dog. Then we can ask them to maybe give details about their dog, like how do they look, what color are they, what's their name, how old are they, those kind of supporting details. And in small groups, students will develop supporting details for different topic sentences. So this will get them engaged in the activity, in the lesson, not only with their own prompt, but other ones as well, so that they can get their, I guess you can say, their minds and being able to see the structure of what a strong paragraph is. On day 4, we're going to be crafting a concluding sentence. The objective, SWBAT, we're going to write a concluding sentence that wraps up the paragraph. We're going to explain how a concluding sentence reinforces the main idea. So what does this mean? Basically, wrapping it up, as you can say, maybe talk about their favorite pets. Or I guess you can say in this occasion, let's say it's a dog. They can explain their dog, their name, their age, and everything. And at the end, they can conclude by saying that they love their pet. Basically saying they love their pet because they make them happy. That's basically concluding and putting everything together into a coherent idea. And obviously, we're going to show examples of effective concluding sentences. That way I'll be able to show them how a concluding sentence should look like. That way they don't just blurt out maybe another fact, another detail at the end. Instead of concluding the paragraph, they are just adding more details, which that's a big no. We'll let them know, of course, about that. And students will practice writing concluding sentences for sample paragraphs. And moving on to day 5, crafting a complete paragraph. The objective is WBAT, write a full paragraph using all of the components. Then we're going to have independent practice. Students will choose a topic and draft their paragraphs. And on this day, I'll be checking for understanding. I'll be circulating the room, reviewing drafts, and providing feedback. If any student has any question, obviously I'll be there to help them, whether it be with the topic sentence, with the supporting details, or the concluding sentence. That's what I'll be doing this time. They're going to be doing it on their own. The first couple of days, they had help from their peers, from their classmates. I think that reinforces the idea that everyone can have different ideas, but still write about the same thing. But in this occasion, they're going to write on their own. And then the day 6, we're going to do revising and editing. So the objective is WBAT, revise their paragraphs for coherence and clarity. We're going to discuss revision strategies such as adding details, improving word choice, and fixing errors, of course. The guided practice, peer editing. Students exchange drafts and provide feedback using a checklist. And this would just be like a basic checklist, nothing too fancy. Mostly like grammars, or like if they missed punctuation or stuff like that. And the independent practice, students revise their own work based on feedback. Once the students have given feedback to their classmates, they'll receive back their own paragraph, and then they'll be able to revise it on their own. Day 7, publishing and sharing. Objective, SWBAT, present their final paragraphs to the class. And then closure, students will read their paragraphs out loud or display them in a paragraph showcase on a bulletin board. And the reflection of that day, the class discussion on what they learned about strong paragraph writing. Basically, students would just be saying what they learned from this lesson and basically letting me know what they understood from it. So the modeling from this is reading Nature's Cook, once as a class and once independently to identify theme, rhyming scheme, and figurative language techniques, and complete a graphic organizer deconstructing Nature's Cook sonnet. So checking for understanding. I have some questioning strategies, maybe as a whole class questioning, use a mix of open-ended and targeted questions to assess understanding, such as what is the purpose of a topic sentence, how can supporting details strengthen your paragraph, and such like that. And I'll encourage multiple students to respond and ask follow-up questions like, can you give an example of a good topic sentence? And then a second point could be a think, pair, share. Pose a question and have students think silently for a minute, then discuss their answer with the partner before sharing with the class. An example, think of a way to revise this concluding sentence to make it stronger. Share your ideas with your partner. Third point, cold calling. Call on students randomly to ensure everyone stays engaged. This keeps participation balanced and checks for understanding across the entire class. Point number 4, probing questions. Ask deeper questions to push students' thinking, such as, why do you think this topic sentence works well? What could happen if a paragraph doesn't have a clear concluding sentence? Such like that. And then formative assessments. First point could be exit tickets on the daily. At the end of each lesson, give students a short prompt to answer before they leave. On day 2, write a topic sentence for a paragraph about your favorite hobby. List 3 sporting details for the topic sentence. Summarize the best season. On day 3, write a concluding sentence for the paragraph we worked on today, and that'll be on day 4. On the second point, quick writes. Periodically during the lesson, ask students to write a quick response in their notebooks. An example, in 2 minutes, write a possible concluding sentence for this topic sentence. Dogs are the best pets. This will get them going, get them thinking about those ideas, and just get their mind working on how they can get a concluding sentence for that topic sentence that's not theirs. Third point, thumbs up, thumbs down. After reviewing concepts, ask students to signal their understanding. Thumbs up if you feel confident about writing a topic sentence. Thumbs down if you need more help. This way will let me know which students need a little more help, and I'll try to focus on those students more so. Think alouds. Select a student to think aloud while they write a supporting detail or revise a sentence. This gives insight into the thought process and allows for real-time feedback. And obviously the 5th point, peer feedback. During guided or independent practice, have students exchange work with a partner and use a checklist to evaluate. Does the paragraph have a clear topic sentence? Are there at least 3 supporting details? Is there a strong concluding sentence? And then the guided practice. After modeling, students collaborate in pairs or small groups to practice specific skills, such as developing supporting details or drafting topic sentences. Independent practice. Students work independently to apply what they've learned, drafting and revising their paragraphs. And the closure. We'll celebrate students' progress by sharing the final paragraphs. Discuss as a class, what part of a writing paragraph do you find easiest, most challenging? And of course, encourage students to apply their paragraph writing skills in future assignments, whether it be like in assignments that have to do with writing a story, writing a poem, such like that, because everything starts with a strong paragraph with a topic sentence, its supporting details, as well as its closing sentence. And yes, this is my lesson on creating a strong paragraph. Thank you.